I'm going to title this Breakfast at Maggie's Place, June the 12th, 2024. And it's just kind of a personal post, another personal post. I want to talk about yesterday. Yesterday I needed to take my going on 14-year-old Hyundai Accent car over to Du Bois for what they call a recall. And the recall was something about the rust underneath the car, which I was told 5 years ago it was rusting pretty badly. And I had it kind of sprayed, undercoated by my cousin twice since then. So I know there's a problem there, so it was a recall for them to do the same thing, I think. And also anti-theft bar put on, or at least available for a person on their steering wheel, which I will not use, and I told them that. I think it's a waste of money. And the other thing was the steering wheel sometime in the past had been locking up for people, so they have to do an adjustment there. First they told me it would only be like an hour, and I thought, well, I'll wait there. And then she said, no, it's going to be a couple hours. So I said, well, I'll need a rental car then or something to get around and shop in Du Bois. And so she said, well, we'll give you a car to use for a couple hours. So my aunt went with me. She's 85 years old. And we kind of, if we get an opportunity, make a day of it once in a while. So this was our day. We both had things we wanted to do over there, and we did them. We had a pretty good day. So I took the car first, 10:30 in the morning. And then I was told that it had to stay overnight, and I couldn't pick it up until today. And that kind of upset me because I was told otherwise last week when I made the appointment. I did not understand why I would get recalls on almost a 14-year-old car. I don't get that, but I'm afraid not to do it. I don't want anything else done to the car that might not need done. I have to worry about that until I pick it up today, but in any event, I'll tell you about our day. We left the car there, and then we looked at cars, used cars that they have there, because she's lost her husband last year, and she still drives, but she wants a smaller car than he had chosen for them. So we looked at cars there, and that was fun. Went down to that was the one dealership. Went down to the next dealership and looked at cars again, and she enjoyed that. Found a couple she liked, but well, then we went to Gardner's Candy. I did not go in, but she likes these chocolates with the jellies inside, and hadn't had any for 5 months, so she spent $18 on those. Only one box, about 14 of them in there. After that, we went to Goodwill. We like to rummage through there once in a while. I don't go very often anymore, but I hadn't been over to Du Bois in about 6 months, 5 or 6 months. So spent quite a bit of time in there. I did finally find a blouse that I liked, and I bought it. And she found something to feed her birds that she was really happy with. And after that, oh, I forgot. After Gardner's, we went to McDonald's for a fish sandwich. And they give receipts. And I found out a year ago that if you fill out the survey online, now most people wouldn't spend the time doing this, but I do. For a while they were giving a free sundae with caramel or chocolate icing or topping, or now they're giving buy one sandwich, get one sandwich free. So I used one of my coupons, and she got her almost $5 free sandwich for $2.50 because I used one of my coupons. We each got a fish sandwich. Well, anyway, after we left Goodwill, then we went to Giant, right up the street just a little bit, grocery store. She got her carrot cake. I got my carrot cake cupcakes, and my cereal that I've been hunting for. Couldn't find it in Clearfield. I knew it was coming out. I got 2 boxes. That's what happened for my first breakfast. My Wheaties cereal with Billie Jean King on the front and back. On the back it talks about Bobby Riggs, the tournament with Bobby Riggs, which I have a tennis ball signed by Bobby Riggs in the 80s and Billie Jean, I think it was the late 80s or early 90s in Ohio. My cousin had him sign it. And then I had Billie Jean King sign it on a cruise I was on. Anyway, we left Giant. We went to Martin's. Hope did not go in, but I did. And I was looking for something in particular, but I ended up with a nice little ham for $11. Okay, after Martin's, we went to Walmart. I did not go in. I drove around. Waiting for my aunt to come out because she only needed a few things. I drove around in a vehicle. When they gave it to me, I couldn't believe it. The rental car was a 2024 Hyundai Tucson. Well, I said to myself, oh boy, this is going to spoil me. It's sitting in my driveway right now. And it's brand new, black, shiny, beautiful black. It's a big car. And it has white leather interior. And it's too big a car for me and too fancy. Too much stuff. Let me tell you something. When I got in the car, it was already running where they gave it to me to use. And we went to the next dealership, and I did not turn it off. And then when we got back in the car, because we were just looking briefly at another car, I said, well, where's the key? How do I turn this off or on now? And I did not know that you put your foot on the brake and then push a button to start it and stop it. I did not know that. Well, I think maybe I heard about it. But anyway, that was a lesson. And then when I was at Walmart before we came home, driving around waiting for my aunt to come out, I got a message saying, alerting me that I was driving in the wrong direction. And I thought, what are they talking about? I'm in the parking lot. And here you could not even hardly see the arrows on the pavement. But the car detected it. I couldn't believe it. Unreal what they can do now in a vehicle. And I'm not sure I want all that, really. So I'm hoping that when I call them today, that I get my Hyundai Accent back. Because I like that old car. And I don't want to have to go looking for another one. So anyway, that was our day. Now this morning, I actually had my breakfast. I had it at 3:30 in the morning. I'm on Tui time. Tui was my little girl and my little dog, and I lost her. But for years, she got me up. She woke me when she wanted out, when it was breakfast time. So this is a fake breakfast, just to talk to someone and make a memory of yesterday. And I did not want to do it on this Motorola cell phone because data time is so expensive for me. But I had to because my Kodak camera, I think, is on its last legs. This camera I've been using since 2009, that Kodak camera. It only will take a 2 gigabyte SD card. Like, you hardly can even find those cards anymore. And I'm going to be sorry to lose that camera. Having trouble with it. Having a little bit of trouble with my computer, which is only 4 years old. Seems like I have to buy a computer every 4 years. Anyway, on a positive note, I was thrilled to find my Wheaties cereal yesterday. Even though it was $6.89 a box. So, when I had Tui, by 7:30 in the morning, we'd already had 2 breakfasts. I guess I'll eat what's here. That's all for now. Almost 11 minutes. What's this going to cost me on this phone? Question mark.